Hi, you're with Startup Show San Diego. We're at the San Diego Smart City Hackathon. We're about to talk with the organizer and see where this is all done. This has been going on a weekend. Lots of people here, lots of excitement. They just had lunch and they're about to do their pitches, and we're going to carry along.
You're on Facebook Live. Let's see if we can get the light from it. So, what was the first moment when you thought this was a good idea? When did it come to you and why?
Well, so as somebody who lives in the city and whose kids are growing up in the city, I always wanted to do something with the city of San Diego, do something that would make it a better place that can have an impact. And in my discussion with the city of San Diego, specifically with Maxim Pechersky, who is the Chief Data Officer, and Cody Hubin, who is a Chief Sustainability Officer, we had an idea to do a hackathon right about probably November of last year, December of last year. And they suggested aligning with the climate action plan that just got published in December. And after that, the whole idea of hackathon immediately started making a lot more sense on how it can have more impact on our communities and our environment, on the citizens and businesses. And from there, with that idea, we went to UCSD, Center Wireless Communications, and they jumped on board to turn this into a bigger program. It's not just about a hackathon. It's about doing the Smart City Innovation Program in San Diego, which will help best talent get access to the data and solve some of the top city problems like energy efficiency, water efficiency, climate resiliency, zero waste, and others.
So, who are you personally, and what do you normally do that connected you with all this?
My name is Daniel Obadovsky, and I'm the founder of Silent Intelligence, which is a consulting company focused on the Internet of Things and go-to-market strategies for the Internet of Things. 3 years ago, I wrote a book about the Internet of Things called The Silent Intelligence, the Internet of Things. Before that, I was with Qualcomm for about 9 years, launching a lot of connected products, sensors, and I originally come from Russia, but that was a long time ago.
And if somebody wants to get a hold of you, how's the best place to get a hold of you?
You can find me on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter. The Twitter handle is daniel.o, or you can send me an email to danielo@thesilentintelligence.com.
Or they can go to the silentintelligence.com.
You can go to silentintelligence.com.
It's not so silent here today, though. But it looks like there's a lot of intelligence. So.
For one thing, I'm blown away by the turnout and by the quality of the ideas we're getting. And that's just the very first one. I definitely look forward to pushing some of those ideas, getting them implemented, and continuing to building up the smart city innovation.
Very good. I think I'll walk along and talk to some of your challenges here.
Thanks, Eric.
Thank you. Hey, Paul.
How you doing?
Facebook Live. Teradata Labs is here. So, well, why does Teradata Labs come to a hackathon at UCSD?
We come here to promote just to participate in the smart city, really fundamentally. I mean, we're a local company. We're out in Rancho Bernardo where we have our labs.
What's the most exciting thing when you get up and go into work? What's the most exciting thing when you think Teradata Smart City? What is it that makes it, that you do that makes it most exciting?
We do a lot of analytics and all, around the country, but to do something that really plays a role in things like water, power, consumption savings, that feels really good.
So are you helping us understand what we're spending, so to speak, so we know where our resources are going?
To understand, where it's going, but really, matching supply and demand, being more efficient, maybe not running generators quite as often, using smart meter data to understand power consumption, looking at things like the weather, and how the sky cover and temperatures really affect the consumption, and maybe a look ahead as to how to use those patterns to save power going forward.
Too.
Predictive analytics, our customers love that to know more about when equipment may or may not go down, and to be prepared for it. understand what's, what are some of the risks that are going on in the field. We do that in a lot of industries, and to do it for utilities and to do it for a city that's very interested in saving power and being efficient. That's fun, and being a local company, it's doubly fun that way.
Thanks for sponsoring the event. So there's Teradata, Splunk's here. Absolutely do not forget to get your tickets for San Diego Startup Week. That's essential. And by the way, if you go to StatupShowSD.com/video challenge, that's StatupShowSD.com video challenge, and you're a ticket holder for San Diego Startup Week, you can win video, TV, commercial, press release. Go check it out there. So these are some of the challengers here. I guess we'll go in order. Hi, you are on Facebook Live with Startup Show San Diego. If you could just take a few minutes, tell who you are and why you're excited about your idea.
My name is Asim. I'm excited. I wanted to make everyone know how about money.
Judges, for the sake of fairness, remember 4 minutes only per table. Sorry to interrupt. Thank you.
That I want everyone, when he pay money, he know where and what he pay his money to be economic wise.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what am I spending it on here?
What?
What am I spending my money on?
Like the electric bill every month.
So energy.
Yeah, energy every month. I wanted to reduce the money to pay.
And you've got quite a lot of diagrams and exciting things there. So what is the core of your solution?
The core that I make something like a connection between the consumption and the money you pay. Real time in the same panel.
And how do you do that? What is the key to doing that?
That I want to enable the users that when they say I want more power, I pay more money. If I want to save money, I save energy. Make connection.
Okay, so you're linking the actual energy usage by looking at the meters?
Yeah, in real time.
Wow.
So like a dishwasher, before you push for the cycle, you say, okay, you know how much money will be.
Wow.
So you must be loaded.
So I know when, not just if I want to do it, but when.
When what?
When to do it. It's cheaper. I know how much it's going to cost, but that changes during the day. Will it tell me to do that at night instead of?
No, real time, before you push.
Okay.
Besides the button.
Okay, so it's all real time. Tells you how to do it now.
Like this panel now. You see this panel?
Yeah.
This panel. This panel.
Yeah.
If you want to raise the temperature to 74, 75, whatever, you will already consume more energy. So you will pay more money. And you know. So I think it is good for me now. I don't want to pay more.
So bottom line is, before anybody turns anything on, turns any off, raises,
you know how much.
You know how much you want. Thank you so much. Hi.
Hi.
You're on Facebook Live.
Hi.
Startup Show San Diego.
Yeah. Can you introduce my project?
Well, if you introduce yourself first, we want to know who you are.
Rija from UCLA.
Came down to UCLA. Good dog. So, why are you? First, tell me why you were so excited about your project.
Because my project can solve the transportation system of San Diego. Imagine yourself in the morning, you are tired, and you have to drive to the work. So using my bus transportation app, you can sit on the coach in the bus and take the nap, and you can still get to work at the same time.
Okay, and how do I do that?
In my app.
Okay.
Supposed to go there first. I'll try here.
See. In the map, you can easily just our app is bus by demand. So the day before you work, you can book online. So we can match the bus routes and pick you up at your home and drop you at.
So in other words, I can sleep in an extra 15 minutes because you tell me exactly when I'm going to go, even if it's multiple, even if I have to catch multiple trains, planes, automobiles, whatever to get there.
Yeah. And sometimes you can save the breakfast by eating the snacks on the bus. So this can save even more time. Not mention the traffic time when you drive and you are boring and the stare like in the front. So for example, you can choose.
All right, let's see the app. Hold it up.
You can choose the hour to leave the home, and you can tolerate the delay and early, like 10 minutes, and choose your workplace. It's 10. Oh, it shows there's no bus routes, so we'll send you the notification once we find one. Because the more people we have, the more easily we can find the bus routes for you.
Okay. What if I need to use Uber or Lyft or something like that? Does that take that into consideration?
Uber? No, it's not integrated in my app yet.
Oh.
Our app focuses on the suburb to the city because it's too costing to ride an Uber. It's really far, like 20 miles.
Yep. But sometimes I might need to get to that bus depending on where I live. Well, thank you. There's Gary Hayslip over there judging away.
Okay, so you got anything else? Well, your laptop.
For those who don't know Gary, he's doing lots of work with the city. What magic are you doing? You're on Facebook Live.
Well, so what I'm doing is a intelligent recycling bin.
And who are you?
Oh, okay. I'm a fourth year computer science major student from UCLA.
Great. And what's your name?
And my name is Zhao. Nice to meet you.
Zhao. And you are recycling.
Yes, I'm recycling. I'm trying to figure out why this, whether or not this, I've said this correctly, so I'm sorry, I just have to set this thing up first. So. Everybody else. I might have to rewrite.
I'll let you work on that because Gary's going to come judge you pretty soon. So I'll let you do that. That's going good, and you're live on Facebook. So, who are you?
I'm Joe. I'm with Smart Garden. We are building a fully automated gardening system.
Fully automated gardening system. So, what makes it automated?
So, we use microcontrollers and sensors to track the vitals of the plants and keep the
to track what?
The vitals of the plants. So
okay.
Things like pH, humidity, water temperature, air temperature. We'll track all this and use microprocessors to keep the plant within a vital, within the optimal range. So
what are you adjusting? You're measuring pH, everything with the soil, everything with the plant, and then what do you adjust? The amount of water, what's in the water, what?
The nutrient levels, and the pH levels as well. And right now, we're not able to do this right now, but in the future we'll be able to control temperature and more humidity and just have like more control over the entire growing conditions of it, so that we can essentially just optimize the growth.
But you're controlling the nutrients right now?
Controlling the pH and the nutrients. So if our system goes out of the pH range, it will start to add an acid. If it goes below, it will add a
So
base.
you're acid basing and adding nutrients on top of that. And who are you?
I'm Andrew.
Andrew. And where are you from?
I'm originally from Guam, but San Diego's my new home now.
We're both UCSD students.
Both UCSD students. Awesome.
Yes.
Good stuff. Hi. What's the impact it can actually have on CEOs?
I think the impact is going to be huge because
Hey guys, you're live on Facebook, so people can see you, interact with you, and it will be there unless I delete the post. So speak loud, tell us who you are and why you're so excited about what you're doing. First, who is everybody?
Hi, my name is Brianna. I'm a fourth year at UCSD studying biology.
Biology, Brianna, hi.
Hi, my name is Danielle. I'm a fourth year at UCSD as well, studying political science and design.
Okay.
I'm Jay Delaney. I'm a computer science student, a graduating senior.
Good, I can hear him.
I'm Jillian Otero, and I'm a fourth year studying public health.
Jeannie, your name?
Jillian.
Jillian.
Hi, I'm Joel. I'm a second year cognitive science major.
Great. So why are you so excited about what you're doing? What's the most exciting thing?
Well, this app helps us ourselves, so it's always nice to help yourself with it. We're excited because we're building something that's really cool and that can actually help people.
And how are you helping people? What's the challenge here?
Well, we're identifying problems and the good and the bad in our communities. For example, we have a nice map that we've made. This is of UCSD. The yellow are where there are working lights, and the red is where there aren't. And as you can tell, there are a lot of spots where if you're walking through them, it is kind of dangerous. UCSD has had some muggings in the past year, and that's not very fun to be mugged. And so, with this,
you're saying at night that says where the lighted routes are,
yeah,
where there are holes in the lights.
And now UCSD knows what they need to fix and what to work on, because now there are entire spots you can't get through without going through the dark. And that's not safe for the students. And with this sort of data, UCSD knows what they need to prioritize for fixing.
And how do they know that? Because they have your app, or do you send them a report?
So we have 3 different platforms for them to be able to send their data in. So all they need to do is they could identify a problem,
okay,
turn in a picture. And you get different tags based on your location and previously reported problems.
So you're giving them certain things they can report. It's a reporting app. They can take their app and just report.
Yes.
And it'll go in this app. How do the people who need to do something about that, do they have to have your app?
It represents the data on a map.
We contact them. If
okay.
we use geolocation data, we can tell where an issue is. So if 20 people report a pothole in the same area, what we can do is automatically generate a report and send it to UCSD if it's under UCSD.
That's what I was asking. Are you going to email them a report? That's how they find. Okay.
And now it's not just one person complaining about a pothole. It's 20 people, all with pictures, who all encountered this problem. So UCSD knows it's a real problem that's affecting their students.
Okay. What if I have a problem that's not on your list? Can I add one to report?
You can add anything.
So
you can use our pre-built tags like pothole or light or dark. But if you see a tree you really like, you can just type tree and make a new tag for tree.
So we're really interested in keeping people engaged in their community and being able to value the neighborhoods around them so that they have a stake in their environment, and that increases their sense of residence and community and public overall mental health. So this is a prototype design of our app. We created 2 different mock-ups. This one shows being able to look at all of the results in your area, as well as being able to see a map of items in your area.
Cool, I might need to know before I move into
And the city of San Diego is actually working on building a 311 app, which is something that a lot of cities have started to implement. And what it is that you can report problems to your local government, and it says it's resolved, or it's in the progress. And what makes our app different is that our app tells the good that goes on the community, and you can say thank you to your government, and not just throwing all your complaints to them. Yes.
Very good.
Our app hinges on 2 things: identifying a problem or celebrating the good, and that's what we like to be.
Identifying problems, celebrate the good, starting with the school.
Yes,
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And now we're over here. Look at Ruggiero.
Hi.
God of sleep. If you need a good night's sleep, see Ruggiero. And who else do we have here?
Joe.
Joe and Ruggiero. Where are you from?
I'm from Italy.
Molto bene.
And I'm from Colombia.
Very good.
Yeah, we have a judge here, so...
And this is a
Hi.
judge.
Hi, I'm a judge.
We're
judgy.
We'll go ahead and judge. We'll
So
follow.
we're working, what we're presenting here is wind light, and the problem is that...
Good time to carve a...
Yeah, so the problem is a lot of reservoirs are actually empty. If we were able to take San Diego to spend a weekend on an empty reservoir, their behavior will be changed. Okay, how can we take an empty reservoir and bring it downtown? Well, we have here a demo of a downtown high-rise that I actually laser cutted this morning, and we're going to show the water level by using the lights of the building. So in this particular case, we're going to use blue light. And so here we have like an example of a high level reservoir, and we're going to show the Morena reservoir in San Diego and see where is the level of the water if the building was full. Okay, that's the water we have in the Morena Boulevard. We believe that we were to show this data every night, then San Diego will actually be changed their behavior.
So, tell me something about the practicality of it. How are you going to get me as a city building owner?
So there will be two levels. Yes, the first level is just using the installed lights and making like a smart switch and turn them on and off based on Wi-Fi. And the second level, where we will be able to display different type of information, is actually we install LED. Different color RGB lights. So now we can use blue for water, we can use red for energy, we
Like
can
here,
use
for
white for comparing.
Blue or white.
We could use red to actually make the building that are saving the most energy to light their building at night.
What do you think the feasibility of doing that is? What do you think the feasibility of application is? So
I think there is the logistic of installing the lights, but once the logistic is done from a software point of view, it's actually pretty simple. You know,
Just replacing the light bulbs.
it's more, you know, the manager or who's in charge of making the decision. Yes, we want to go. Then from the actually software hardware point of view, you know, this I think is more a policy decision than actually practicality on implementing it.
We walked around. You take a picture, just click the tag.
You're on Facebook Live.
I'm on Facebook Live.
And you got hired to do this. So what's
You're
your
filming
company?
the filmer.
I'm filming the film. We're filming each other. So the difference is yours isn't live yet, and this is live. You're there right now.
Yes.
So who are you? And
I'm with Artista Entertainment. I am the founder of Artista Entertainment. I'm also a director. We shoot events like this. The Hackathon was a great event to shoot. Not only did we get a lot of good footage, but we learned a lot. Yeah, it was a really fun event to be at.
so if somebody wants to get in touch with you or find you, what is the absolute best way?
The best way to find us would be through Google. Type in Artista Entertainment, and you'll see us on the front page. We are artistasentertainment.com. Artistasentertainment.com, and then and you'll find our Facebook and YouTube and stuff like that too.
Very good.
I felt silly myself sending.
Gentlemen, you are live on Facebook. The internet is seeing your smiling faces right now. Please tell us who you are.
My name's Torben. I'm a scientist at UC San Diego.
Okay.
My name is Roosh. I'm a junior here at UCSD.
Okay.
I'm Victor. I'm a web applications developer. Cool. And what we created was a data-driven analysis of high congestion MTS routes. For what that means, it's basically just for periods of where you're waiting too long for the bus, we're making sure that those periods are becoming shorter and how we're going to deal with that outflow.
So are you optimizing? I see analysis there.
Yes.
Yeah, we can model what a bus route looks like. So certain bus routes have surge times where there's actually a line for the bus stop, and that's horrible. That makes people not want to use buses. So what we want to do is show when those surge periods are, and then maybe get some help from Lyft or another service to pick up where the buses can't compensate for that.
Would it manage bus resources and actually put extra buses in a route?
Right, so we considered that, and we actually came up with
a variable for that, coefficients of variance we call it. And basically what this means is if a bus route is consistently overcrowded, the coefficient of variance will be over 1, and that's what our suggestion to the city, that perhaps we should add another bus route. But if it's below 1, then we know that these bursts of overcrowding are occurring in specific subsets of time along a certain route, and those are great candidates for Lyft or Uber to establish a Lyft line at an economically viable
So
price.
you're busy looking route by route and saying good, bad, the ugly?
Exactly. So our algorithm goes through and it spits out the data. And yeah, absolutely. So we have pretty much everything here. We just hope that the city will help us out.
I have a geospatial background, so I have to ask this question.
Sure.
Does it optimize all the routes and suggest changing the routes, or does it just
No,
say,
so we don't actually change the actual routes because we operate on the assumption that the city is not going to change the routes, right? The only thing we can do is we can alleviate some of the pressure from the overcapacity and put it into a Lyft line, right? So in addition, they run parallel to the buses that are already running.
Cool. And any last words?
Vote for us.
Tell the mayor.
How'd you guys like the event?
We love it. Honestly, it's been so cool to see the breadth of knowledge from everyone here. And
we actually met on Friday.
Yeah.
and did this mostly yesterday.
So it's been really cool.
Yeah, a lot of great people, and it's a good time.
So if you want to meet people, come to a hackathon.
Yeah, basically, yeah, absolutely. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you.
Cool. Thank you so much. Hey team, you're live on Facebook. Tell us who you are.
We are Incentivize. We are a smarter way of incentivizing people's greener lives.
And who are you and where are you all from?
So I am Rashmi and this is Paul.
And where are you from?
I'm an ex-Qualcommer who is currently spending my time and doing hackathons and n number of other things.
Awesome.
I'm Nihar. And I'm from UCSD.
Awesome.
I'm Paul McMahon, and I work at a company called Business on Market Street.
Cool.
I'm Calvin, and I'm a grad student here at UCSD.
Awesome. Business on Market Street met your founder. Good. So, tell us how you're going to incentivize us to save the world. Paul.
So part of our incentive plan is to encourage people to use these alternative modes of transportation, either walking, biking, or riding public transit, by giving people credits for the distance and the time that they've spent doing these alternative modes of transportation. And in turn, these people can use these credits to purchase bus passes, train passes, shuttle passes, and even we want to partner with private businesses and allow private businesses to offer coupons, deals, and their products in exchange for these credits as well.
So if I do better using transportation now, you're going to make what I do cost even less?
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, if we can.
Or is it the person that's using it the most? The person that's using it the most, or the person that's using it?
I mean, the person that uses it the most is going to get the most credits and be able to get obviously more stuff.
So essentially, you're making it cost less for the people who are spending the most.
They're not spending any less, but they're getting something back from what they're doing for using it. But we also want to bring in new people that maybe they need some sort of small push to get onto these alternate modes of transportation.
So what was the best thing about this event?
The lights staying on. I don't know, for me, it was just fun to play with the data and to do some development.
Yeah, the same for me. I got to do some back end work. So, it was pretty fun. Yeah.
Well, thanks. Good luck.
Thank you.
Number 12. You
Yes.
are live on Facebook.
Hello, Facebook.
Who are you and where are you from?
My name's Omri Shiv. I work with Teradata.
Okay.
And I came and just decided to play along, do a little demo for Enhanced 911.
Did you plan to do that when you got here? Or?
No, this was a spur-of-the-moment idea when I saw the data sets, ended up not using them, but if anyone watched the Last Week Tonight last week about 911 and sort of the location shortcomings, this aims to address it.
And what magic are you doing?
So we have, unfortunately, we're sharing part of the demo here, but basically this is a sort of end-to-end system of being able to, this being an individual who has and needs emergency response, it'll feed an operator who can then dispatch police, and I can do a very brief one. It might take a little time to just load up, but if you see the dispatch and the officer in the field have nothing in their queue right now, as it's going to dial, you'll see it pop up into the, yeah, right there is now the dispatch has a situation, and it's going to dial the 911 operator. So there's the dial. So now what the officer can do is click the call and get location information of the call to the GPS location, not the cell tower location, which is much more accurate. And now if it's a real emergency, what they can do is click the emergency button, and now it pops up in the field, and now the field officer can click the number and get immediate directions and location routing to the emergency.
So is this just keying in on the person's phone?
So it uses GPS, yeah. Yeah, and the idea is that it's built into the operating system, and then you don't.
And anybody can report the emergency. I can report it
for yourself. Yeah, and you can stretch this as far as you want. Do you want to crowdsource dispatching so people at home, if they're trained, can now be dispatchers?
Great. What are you most excited about this story?
If you watch the segment, it's the thing that annoys me is it's such a silly problem in the sense that it's so easy to solve, and so I'm excited that maybe we can demo this and I get it solved, and so it's not a problem anymore.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Self-report right now. Nice. What's going on? Yes. Great.
You're on Facebook Live.
I'm on Facebook Live. My goodness.
You're live. The internet is seeing you now.
Hi. Well, welcome.
You'll be part of the internet for many years to come.
Excellent. Well, our team is we're doing a project called the Smart Forest Network, and we're addressing the issue of wildfires in San Diego. So wildfires are
first of all, who are you and where are you from?
Jessica from San Diego, downtown area.
Okay.
Mariano, also from San Diego, software developer, hacker.
I'm Prashun, I'm also from San Diego.
So you guys just workplaces, came in for the fun of it? Did you know each other before you got here?
No.
So just met and are solving all the world's problems.
Right. Yeah, we came together over this idea, so that was...
Okay. So now on with your idea.
So the idea is to use the Internet of Things, essentially, and give power back to our forests and national parks. We'll put a dense network of infrared devices basically out in the wild, and they will be detecting temperature and therefore when fires are occurring as early as possible. So right now, detection systems have to wait for smoke to appear before they can send a signal and say there's a fire in this area. So we're trying to get on the early side of that detection by using temperature sensors that are just more widely distributed throughout the park.
Cool. So these are stationary sensors.
Right.
Are they moving sensors? Do you have them in vehicles and drones or anything like that?
They can be.
So the system has been built in a way that they can be moving sensors. In fact, it can be any sensor, right? Because it's completely decoupled from each other. Right now, we have actually used it to solve one problem that we thought was important, but it's an extensible end-to-end platform that we are demoing to.
So basically, we're saying we can take any sensor and collect that data and send it to somewhere that's important. And this application just happens to be wildfires, where we're taking the temperature and we're sending that to the fire department if we're saying there's a fire in this area. So that's kind of a specific solution, but it's a more general solution to any sensor issue. And we had originally envisioned, we wanted to keep the system as cheap as possible. That way we can distribute more systems. So they would be stationary, low-cost sensors that are out there. But if you did want to have moving sensors and bring the systems to different high-risk areas, that's definitely something that would be possible.
Can you cover Ramona?
Right, yeah. So they're all
big area.
remote areas, right?
Is there a problem with the area being so big and sensors, or do we know yet?
Right. Well,
Use a specialized long-range network for that, something like the Genu network or something, right, that has miles of range.
Right.
There's really low data throughput, so it's very possible. We just essentially have to report some data points and then trigger on those events.
Great. And then you want to do the demo now?
Sure.
So we actually built something this weekend to show, I guess, proof of concept how this would work. So we've got an infrared sensor over here.
That'll show the real-time temperature. You can see there's an infrared temperature sensor here. If I put my hand in front of it, temperature will increase slightly, but if I actually put some real fire in front of it, you'll have a significant jump. So there's no questioning whether it's a body in front of the sensor or fire.
So as this fire is getting, like the temperature is going, right, we are actually collecting that data in real time on a server behind you. Collecting data in real time, and this can collect any data that is being sent, right? And it's thresholding that data, saying if it goes above a threshold, it's generating an automated signal for 911 emergency responders to respond to that event. And it's sending back to them, telling. So in our case, we are sending location to them, telling, okay, these are the sensors that fired. Go and respond here.
So busy over there, he is having people report problems.
Right.
And you're Hi, this is part 2 of the San Diego Smart City Hackathon, and we're still going through and reviewing the... Hi, you're on Facebook Live.
Hi.
So, who are you and where are you from?
I'm Pohan Chung, and I'm a PhD student at UCSD.
Very good.
From Taiwan.
And why are you so excited about the solution you have today?
Sorry?
Why are you so excited about the solution that you solved today?
Because I think this hackathon is a great event. I think we can get a lot of data that maybe we cannot get from other place, and I think the objective of this hackathon is also great too. And this is our project, electric vehicles, the key role to tomorrow's energy. We try to use the energy storage of electric vehicles to help the SDG, help the company to save the power consumption, to save the cost.
And how do you do that? Being an electric car driver myself, I'm a fan, but...
Nowadays, because the battery for electric car is only used for driving, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we just drive, and then after the battery depleted, we just recharge. But if you consider that the charging and discharging process can be quite directional, that, for example, if you can charge your car at home at midnight, the energy cost is low, and when you drive to a company at day, you can sell your energy back to the grid. But you have to keep some energy for you to drive home. That's for sure. But
it does depend on where you're going to drive. I know that. Most days I'm pretty good, but sometimes I really have to think about where the charging stations are.
But I think electric vehicles is a trend. If there are thousands or tens of thousands of electric vehicles, then there should be much more charging stations in the future. So
I believe they're about to announce a deal with charging stations in the city, so that's a good news.
Yeah, we're based on the assumption that both at your company and your house you have the bidirectional charging station. Then what can you do? Cost of peak load. By sell the energy back to the grid at peak time.
Well, just as long as it's charged, but just as long as it knows to charge me full by the time I have to leave in the morning. So that would be pretty good if I could tell it when I needed it.
Yeah, but I think our ultimate goal is to develop an mobile application that you can input what is the distance between your house and your company and what is the remaining mileage you have, then it can tell you how much you should charge.
Yeah, you could
Or
sell
how much
that back, especially if you know it worked. They
It's
did
like
it the other way. They could charge it back to you.
Yeah, it's like an electrical vehicle version of the gas buddy.
All right.
Yeah, so we try to develop analysis software. So the first test is to predict the power consumption of the whole system. So this is our first result. We use the data provided by SDGE to try to predict the 6-hour ahead power consumption. Use the machine learning techniques. So this is our prediction result. The black line is the actual power, and the blue line is the predicted power. The error there is some error, but it's not bad. It's like 10%. You can see that on the graph. You can see that it pretty much do the work. So after you have the prediction, you have to have a pricing system that SDG can use to give the incentive to the drivers to buy and sell the energy.
Well, you've got a lot of questions and some good ones you're asking, and some more ones you'll have to figure out. So,
yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Hey guys, you're live on Facebook. Facebook is looking at your smiling faces right now. So how about telling us who you are and where you're from?
Sure. So I'm Nick, and I'm a student here at UCSD, and I'm originally from the Bay Area.
I'm Anish. I'm also a student at UCSD Computer Science. So,
Okay, 2 UCSD students, and you've got graphics playing.
yeah. So we actually have a virtual reality game. So we made something called Recyclic. Pretty much, the big problems we've seen with recycling are, one, there's like really convoluted rules to like know what recycles when, and two, even if you do recycle, it'd be hard to see the benefits of it, right? Like all the energy you're saving. So we tried to make a game that would show that.
So you're going to teach people about to feel the impact of recycling by playing a game.
Yeah.
And you wrote this game yourself.
Yeah, we just wrote this in the past 40 hours.
Yeah, 36 hours.
Yeah, 36 hours. And
Is it on the iTunes store yet?
No, it's not on any stores yet. It requires the HTC Vive to run. So it's
By the way, I heard that the approval time has dropped from like 9 days to now 2 days.
Oh, really? For the App Store?
Yeah, so that's what someone told me.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it requires a pretty big piece of hardware, so it's the HTC Vive. It's a little expensive.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so what this HTC Vive allows you to do is it allows you to walk around in a room inside of virtual reality, which is really cool. So you can pick things up and walk around. You can see on the screen, he can actually try it out. Yeah, here you go. So he has these controllers that allow him to grab things, and you can see what he sees if you look at the screen right now. Yep, he can't exactly see you, so. Yeah, so you get to learn about if you recycle right or not. So like, certain things you would think you're supposed to recycle, but you're not, which is really interesting. It's like styrofoam cups, you're actually not supposed to recycle, you should throw it in the trash. Yeah, you can recycle boxes.
So is there a speed involved here?
A speed of like...
Speed, do I get more points if I recycle faster?
Yes, actually. So the conveyor belt will speed up if you put trash in faster.
So the conveyor belt sends things that you have to put in the right bins.
Yeah, exactly. So the faster you put things in, the more stuff that comes out. And then, so it'll get harder and harder as the game progresses, basically. And then if you're too slow, then the conveyor belt will slow down and you'll get less trash.
Very good. So how have you enjoyed your hackathon experience?
It's a lot of fun, and it's been a while since I've gotten to come to one of these, and I really enjoyed it a lot, yeah.
Well, great. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Hi, you're on Facebook Live. The internet is looking at you right now. So how about telling us who you are and where you're from?
Okay, so we are a team from the San Diego State University.
Okay.
And we are all electrical graduate students, and we have come up with an idea for optimal utilization of the power consumed by a particular house. So
first, what's your name?
My name is Paritosh Deshpande. We are all from India.
Apurva Deshpande.
Very good.
Dheeraj.
One more time.
Dheeraj.
Yeah, you got to make sure to get the mouth in there when people say it, because that's what my wife says. If I have to see the face,
So it makes a lot of difference. I agree.
So, yeah. Well, cool. So tell me about your magical solution.
Yeah, what we have currently come up, like we have designed a smart grid using IoT applications. So what we have done is all the home appliances are connected to a smart meter, and each smart meter in a particular area is connected way back to a base station or an access point, and these access points are connected to the smart grids, which would be conveying the power consumed by each of the house appliances to the smart grids. So it can monitor the power usage and reduce the usage so that the load on the grid would be reduced
So
drastically.
you're tracking all the usage. All those smart meters will tell you what's going on in the house, not the individual appliances.
Exactly.
So you know by house who's using how much.
Yeah.
Exactly. So now what?
Now we will predict the data for next day, how much data will be used by your house for the next day. So depending on that.
So by tracking the current usage, you're saying what the expected usage is by getting somebody's patterns.
Yeah.
For example, weekends are different than weeks, days, or nights.
And even the months are
Summers, winter, spring, fall, everything has a different usage.
Okay, so great. So now we have this great pattern. Now what?
So now we have an adaptive pricing mechanism. So depending upon the usage of each particular house, we can predict how much price would be applied for that house. And we can apply a surge pricing mechanism that if you are using a particular appliance during high power usage, you'll be applied a different rate.
So based on my habit, you're going to tell me what I can expect to spend, and then you're going to tell me what things I can do to not spend so much.
Exactly.
So in other words, one thing you're doing, I've seen this a couple times today, you're relating actual usage with cost. And then helping me plan so I can figure out how much it's worth it. If I'm having if all you guys are coming over for a barbecue tonight or something, a party, then maybe I want to spend the extra, but if it's just me and the dog sitting on the patio, or my wife and I, then maybe not as much.
Right, exactly.
If you look at the bigger picture, actually we are collecting data per house, house by house, but we're taking the decision of the dynamic pricing structure on a grid level. So if the total load on the grid is high, then only the higher pricing structure will be applied, not otherwise.
Did I also give you a flyer for Startup Week?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Good. Just checking. Just making sure I'm doing my job.
Okay. So over here we have developed a web application wherein we are actually receiving the data from the backend predictive algorithm which is there. And once we have all the data, for example, so here what we have is we are disintegrating the entire data into three parts: the low load, the high load, and the medium load. And according to that, we are developing a pricing structure. So once we have the data, for example, say this is the data. So in this part of the day, it's medium usage, here it's low usage, and here it's really high usage. Okay. So depending when the load on the grid is really peaking, that's when the higher pricing will be applied.
And it depends for the community. Like if everyone in that particular area has been using more power, everyone in the particular area would be applied a surge pricing. If particular person is using more and the other two are using less, then that one person won't be charged more because the total load on the grid is less.
Very good.
Yeah.
If you want to see yourself, you can look at our Facebook page, StatupShowSD.
Okay.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Hi, you are now on Facebook Live.
Hello.
So, let's start with, who are you, where are you from?
I'm Michael from Vista, and I'm part of the League of Amazing Programmers. It's a computer programming school.
We actually know that because if you look at our Facebook page, we have an interview.
Oh, well.
So you can find all about the League of Amazing Programmers by looking at StatupShowSD Facebook page. Who are you and where are you from?
I'm Eric, and I'm one of the mentors at the League.
Very good. And yourself?
I'm June, I'm the headmaster.
Okay, so this is obviously a League of Amazing Programmers team.
We only have one amazing programmer today.
So we
the other amazing programmer is not feeling good today, so she had to stay home.
Sorry, were they here before?
Yes, and it's actually her idea that that we built.
So tell me why you're so excited about this idea.
You should ask Mikey because I'm just here for moral support.
Okay. Why are you so excited about the idea, and speak up?
Well, it was actually Skylar who was a lot more excited than me. But so she always noticed that when it's raining, the city still has the sprinklers turned on, and they're wasting a ton of water. And so she came up with the idea that if the sprinklers in the city were all controlled by a central server, it could be turned on and off when it's raining, when it's like cloudy and doesn't need watering. And then we expanded our idea to this could work at homes too, and people at home could set their own, could connect to this server using their own specially modified sprinkler control. I just kind of broke a little. And that would allow them to save a lot of money using, because it wouldn't water when you didn't need to water.
Hey, I wish mine would just hook into the control that you want to save water. Because we forget, we do have the rain button. You know, you can put in a rain day button, but you have to remember to do it. It'd be much better if the network just did it. So, great idea. Well, good luck.
You spent on each category?
All right. Still trying to cover everybody. As you can see, there's over 20 contestants here today. Hi guys, you're on Facebook Live.
Yeah, good. You want us to introduce our technology to the Facebook?
I would rather start out by introducing yourselves.
Okay.
Who are you and where you're from? And
all right, I'm a master's student at UCSD, mechanical engineering, and he's a postdoc scholar working for Center for Energy Research in UCSD. Yeah, my name is Tian Hao, and he's Charlie.
Okay. And why are you so excited about your idea?
Well, because we think we can save people money, and we want to bring this idea to the market to save more people's money.
Wow.
Yep.
And how am I going to save money?
Well, we use a forecasting system to reduce the cost for the commercial users to buy the solar system. So
Are you talking about environmental forecasting, like weather?
No,
or
solar forecast.
Solar.
So, yeah,
okay.
Energy forecast. And so if a commercial user want to reduce their demand charge on the electricity bill, they probably would like to buy a solar system. And without our technology, they have to buy a really expensive lithium-ion battery because that one reacts faster than lead-acid battery. But with our technology, we can let the battery system know where the peak is 15 minutes ahead. And so all kind of battery system can get prepared in that 15 minutes. So a cheap lead-acid battery can work the same as expensive.
So you're making it so I get more out of a cheap battery by letting the battery know it has to do some things.
Yeah,
using the EV, if the owner has the electric vehicle, we can just utilize the, like when the car is not, like for example, the user drive the car to the office, they park the car for the next 8 hours, the battery is in idle for the 8 hours, we can use that time to save.
Just as long as you charge it back up before I leave in the morning. I have an electric
and
car.
we have the algorithm to make sure it's fully charged after at the time you leave. Yeah.
Well, great. Well, good luck.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh, one last question. What did you like most about this event?
Well, we got to see a lot of other
Did you guys
teams.
know each other before the event?
Yeah, we know each other before the event.
So you came together.
Yeah, but we got to know a lot of other people who work at the same purpose like us.
All right.
Thank you
Good
very
luck.
much.
Because hey guys, you're on Facebook Live. That's right, the internet is looking at your face right now.
Great. Hello.
Can we say something?
Sure.
Hey, we are from Dataholics, Grow Guru, and our focus is on water conservation out here.
Okay.
So we have
access.
Hi guys. Nice to meet you.
What do you
Okay, so you're going to use what?
We have
What data are you going to use?
going to make the soil happy.
So our focus is on water conservation, and we looked at the data released by the city, and we have found out that the city wastes a lot of water. No news, I think, right? For example, last year, 2015, the Parks and Recreation Department in the city, they spent $2 million on water irrigation. Sorry, it's not 2 million, it's $3 million. My partner corrects me every time. $3 million.
So how much should they have used?
We believe, conservatively speaking, they can easily save about $500,000.
Okay.
How can they do that? They got to measure. They got to measure whether they are overwatering. They got to measure whether they are underwatering so the plants do not die. They got to measure when there are leaks. And how can they do that? That's where we have a solution using this Grogu sensors. So these sensors in the ground, they can measure the amount of water that is being used, and they can tell you on your cell phone. So on your cell phone, the cell phone, you can see the amount of the soil moisture at different locations. I have one more sensor outside. It tells you whether you're overwatering, underwatering. You can set up the alerts, and if you're overwatering, you get the alerts like here that says, hey, you're underwatering, you're overwatering, and the city officials can take action.
So what you're saying is they're probably overpaying an estimated $500,000.
Conservatively speaking.
And so they could put that money the first year into buying sensors, and then after that, they could give her just the right amount based on what the sensors are.
It might be less than that. The return on investment might be less than a year, is what we expect. With a solution like this and working with working with two companies, Grogu and Dataholics, we should be able to save you about at least $500,000.
Oh, great. Well, good luck.
Thank you. And now we need to get in touch with the right people, the mayor and all the other people.
Well, you are going to San Diego Startup Week, right?
Yes, we are.
I'll tell you how to.
I'm sorry, what's your name? Your press.
We are Startup Show San Diego. We are a startup company about startup companies. We're a startup TV show about startup companies, and we're launching at Startup Week, so we'll be there with the full
Are you
studio.
focusing only on startups in San Diego or anywhere else?
We're starting with San Diego.
Cool.
But the idea is if we could figure out for San Diego, then you could have Startup Show anywhere in the world.
There you go. Yeah, you got to start somewhere.
But it's challenging trying to clarify and connect the system we have, and that's what we're learning. How to clarify.
And what's your name? I'm sorry?
Startup Show San Diego.
Yeah, but your name?
Eric Westridge.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. This, they need to put your name in bold, Eric. Okay, it's so small out there. I'm looking for your name up here, the Startup San Diego. Where's Eric? Okay.
You can find us on Facebook and Twitter and.
Good. Nice talking to you, Eric.
Hi. You are live on Facebook. The internet is looking at your faces right now. Wave, say hi. So first of all, who are you and where are you from?
I'm Kimmy Sugeno and I'm from San Diego.
Great.
I'm Gwen from San Diego.
Matt Graffiti from San Diego.
Jorge Garza from Mexico.
Very good. So are you students, working businesses? What brought you guys here?
Yeah, we work in businesses. We're business partners. Myself, and we work with Jorge as well. And he's a student at UCSD.
So you, two of you knew each other ahead of time, or three? Two of you?
Well, three of us knew it ahead of each other.
Ahead of the hackathon, yeah.
Jorge's been helping us.
Very good. So why are you so excited about your solution?
Well, we're excited about it because it's going to help solve and help reach the climate action plan.
Okay. And how's it going to do that? What's your secret sauce?
Well, the secret sauce is knowledge is power. So our solution will pull together aggregated and specific data about water and electricity usage that can then be pushed to a cloud-based database and be used to do predictive analytics, reporting, and benchmarking for the climate action plan.
Basically a cloud data solution.
The solution is more around the gathering of the data, and on that. Can you say more about that?
Yeah, so we are utilizing a lot of different hardware to aggregate and measure and capture all this data. These devices are to monitor, energy usage on a granular level, from an appliance level. Your lights, your wall outlets, your appliances. And we're using hardware such as this to capture that information. Now we're also capturing information on the breaker level. So we're able to grab the total amount of power that your residence is using and then measure and compare that to all the granular data that you're measuring with all the other devices. Similarly, you can do that with water usage. We could have sensors on hot and cold water pipes, your bathroom, your kitchen, washer and dryer, those sort of things, as well as measuring your main water meter. So you're providing information, you're gathering information both from a total perspective as well as a granular specific use perspective. And that all comes together and is aggregated in a hub. So that hub, better representation, takes all that mesh networked information and then transmits it over the cloud. It prepares it for data shaping and data visualization.
So once we have the data, you can provide a lot of value to the individual, the household, and also the city as well. For example, you can compare it month to month on a breaker level, garage, office, living room, so on and so forth, to see how your usage is, how you're doing. And also you can then compare it with other residents on a citywide or national-wide. In addition to that, what you can do is, show how much money that you're going to save with water and also with electricity. This is to show that we gather data from usage of electricity as well as water, historical data, and to show that our system will help reach the climate action plan. And we want to implement this in through a pilot program, 20 houses or 80 houses, and then 20 public buildings through grants. And once the pilot program does well, then we want to align that with current standards such as Title 24, LEED, NTE 2020, as well as working with the city to educate how these sensors are important. So our business model has 5 different revenue streams: the installation of the hardware, software, the monitoring aspect, usage, the data itself, and also advertisement through gamification. To finalize this presentation, what we present will help reach that goal and reaches the criteria that is set out for this hackathon. So with that, we want to thank you for your time.
Yeah, now to the demo.
Good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, we're most of the way through. Still have a few demos ready to go. Hi, you're on Facebook Live. The internet is looking at you right now.
Hi, Facebook. That's so cool. I didn't know you could do that.
So, who are you and where are you from?
We are, we're from San Diego. Are you from, yeah, okay. We're all from San Diego. My name's Arlene. This is my brother, Byron.
I'm Jason.
Our friend Jason. That we met here.
So, you and your brother, I assume, knew each other ahead of time.
Yes, we met about 20 years ago.
That'd be unusual if you met here for the first time. Oh,
Yeah.
we're related. But
I just met my brother during the presentation on Friday.
very good.
Yeah.
So, what brought you here? Why'd you come?
I
heard about it, and I love San Diego as a city, and I like hackathons, so it kind of seemed like a good mesh of the two interests, you know, make the city better through technology.
Very good. So why are you so excited about your solution?
Well, personally, as a San Diego resident, I deal with a ton of traffic. I commute from Pacific Beach to Carlsbad, and I'm really sick of sitting in 2 hours of traffic just to go home after a long day at work. So I think any kind of traffic improving solution would be really, really beneficial for the city.
Works for me. So
Yeah.
how are you doing it?
We are, our app is actually targeted specifically towards event ride sharing. So if there's like a football game or something, you can find neighbors or people that live near you that might be attending the same event. And you can contact them through our app and say, hey, maybe we could all hop in the same car and all drive down to Qualcomm Stadium together rather than 3 separate people driving 3 separate cars and contributing to traffic and pollution. And
Does that mean could an event be working for Qualcomm? They have a lot of people.
Could an event be working for Qualcomm?
Yeah, could that include carpooling for large companies?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
And then I guess especially for San Diego, because we have like Comic Cons every year, and there's just like huge amount of people come here. So how are we gonna reduce the consumption? So our app as an event-based one can actually help solve the problem, like the Comic Con.
So I want to congratulate you on that.
Cool.
We had 22 projects out of 70 participants, so that was a super productive hackathon. Anyway, we'll be deliberating for about half an hour, and then we'll come out and then announce the finalists. In the meantime, you can pack up, continue eating the snacks, whatever, chill out, and we'll be back with the finalists. Thank you.
So how did you like your experience? What did you like best?
I really like working with data sets, so I just wanted to get my hands on some data sets and make a visualization or something.
So there's data sets. How about the rest of you?
I work with like the front end and the back end connection part.
Okay, so you guys like the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, good luck.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You put in a room.
Okay, so it looks like the judges are deliberating, and we'll be taking a break and bring you back when they announce the winners. Thanks for hanging out with us on Startup Show San Diego.